Hello, boys and girls, and moms and dads, and sisters and brothers, whoever's watching today for our reading. I am Mrs. Wishy-Washy, and today I'm coming back with some of the books that we've already shared together. And I'm going to be looking for you to read to me some of the time. When I put away the book that we read the other day, Wishy-Washy Day, remember this story? I wanted the animals to come for a scrub in the tub, and they all went hiding. I found these cards, and I noticed that they had hiding places in them. So I thought we would look at and see what they said. Let's see if you remember all these. I'm sure you've read them to someone in the shed, under the bed, in the garden, in the closet. And you know, I also had all of the animals' names printed out. I used to do this activity with my boys and girls when I was in the classroom. And of course, we know we're in the classroom in my home now with Mr. Wishy-Washy. We're not at the school. So let's see if we can remember where all these animals were hiding. Sometimes I don't do this too well. Remember when I was doing mud walk and I had the sounds mixed up? I hope we don't mix them up today. Where was the pig hiding? Where was he? Oh, I think that's an easy one because remember, there wasn't enough room for him. He was trying to get under the bed. Do you remember that? He was trying to get under the bed. Oh, here's the next one. We know that word starts with a D. The duck. Where was the duck hiding? I remember that I was afraid some of the stuff might fall out of the closet. So he was, or she was in the closet. Oh, now we only have two more places. In the shed and in the garden. Those are places we spend a lot of time in the springtime, don't we? We go to those places. Okay, and we know this animal was the dog, and where was he hiding? You remember, in the shed. And of course, now we have what? The cow. Look at that. Remember the old ow? I hurt my hand. Ow sound. Cow. Oh, ow, I stepped on something. And here it is, the ow sound. So cow, he was in the garden. So there we have it. Read to me the animals now. Say them right off. Good job. Today I'm going to have you read to me again. But this time it's going to be a book that we had a few days ago. It's going to be The Scrubbing Machine. Do you remember this one? The Scrubbing Machine. Oh, yes, I remember this one. I really like to get my house clean. I sure do. I bet you your moms and Grammys and everybody likes to get your house clean too, especially when it's muddy out. The Scrubbing Machine, story by Joy Cowley, illustrations by Elizabeth Fuller. Look at the illustration Elizabeth Fuller did, and look what it says here. In kind of fancy writing, scrubbing machine. And it was in the shop when it was like this because they have a price tag there, but they don't say what it is. Okay, remember, today you're going to read to Mrs. Wishy-Washy. So let's look, here I am excited to start with my scrubbing machine. clean. That's what I want. Look what I did. See where my finger is? Oh, I love the alliteration we hear in that. The wishy-washy and the bubble bubble. And then we have rhyming too, remember? Glop and pop, glop and plop. Oh, look at the scrubbing it's doing. Uh-oh, my turn. Oh, wow. I think it's even scrubbing my bandana. Look at that. Oh, turn the page. Uh-oh, what am I doing here? It looks like I'm on the run. It's just plopping along, isn't it? And bubbling all the way. Oh, goodness. These are the places that we just visited in Wishy-Washy Day. I wonder if the dog's in the shed. The cow is someplace else. I don't see him. Oh, here they are. Oh, green tractor, just like Gus has. Oh, they look a little bit surprised. Look at the cow's eyes. Yes, she is very surprised. But I don't look like I'm very happy about this. Oh, we're all running now. Watch out. Oh, glop and plop. Here it goes. Oops, I did it again. 2 pages. Oh dear, look where I am. Back at the shop. Oh, now she's getting a washing, isn't she? Oh, it looks like they're at the laundromat too, doesn't it? Scrubbing everything. That's where we scrub our clothes. Not with the scrubbing machine, but with the washing machine. Boys and girls, I hope you enjoyed reading that, and I hope you will come back and reread it often. Today, I have some little books that I am wanting to share with you, and they're for my grandson, our grandson, Mr. Wishy-Washy's, and my grandson, Cohen. And he loves ice cream. How many of you like ice cream? You know, last year, his daddy brought him to Dover Foxcroft to the Whoopie Pie Festival. And Cohen was just 3, and his daddy carried him on his shoulders some of the day. But the one thing that he and his sister Benny wanted to do was get ice cream. Ice cream. So I thought that he would really like this story about ice cream and might remember the Whoopie Pie Festival from last year. So the name of this story, look at here. I'm liking some ice cream. I remember that Cohen had ice cream all over the place. I think even some of it was in his daddy's hair when he was sitting on his daddy's shoulders. Wishy-washy ice cream. That looks like it might be mint chip. I have another grandson named Bryson that likes mint chip. Wishy-Washy ice cream. Oh, look at this. What are they doing? They're running. Look at this. The duck ran and ran, plop, plop, plop. Oh, making those sounds again. The pig ran and ran, slop, slop, slop. He is in the slop because he's got some mud with him. He went right through the mud puddle, I think. Oh dear, look at us. The cow ran and ran, clop, clop, clop. Sounds a little heavier than the duck, doesn't she? Mrs. Wishy-Washy ran, flop, flop, flop. I'm flopping, I'm raising my hands in the air. Oh no, look what I have in my hand too. I wonder about that. Let's see. Oh, now you can see we're all in a parade and you can really see what I'm shaking in my hand. They all ran and ran and ran. Where do you suppose we're running to? Did you make a guess where we're running to? To the ice cream van. Look at that. Do you have a van that comes around in your neighborhood and rings the bells? Maybe not so far this year, but maybe it will hopefully come back, or you will find a place to go get ice cream. So I'm going to be giving this book to Cohen, and with that, I'm going to be giving Cohen his own reading folder. See what it says? Cohen's reading folder. Look at this S here. That doesn't mean there's 3 or 4 Cohens, you know. That S has an apostrophe. Apostrophe S sometimes mean that you own it. And this is going to be Cohen's reading folder. He's going to own this reading folder. And look what's underneath here. Benny's reading folder. Again, it doesn't mean that I'm going to see 3 Bennies today or 4 or 5 Bennies today. I'm just going to see 1 Benny, but the apostrophe S means that she is going to own this reading folder. And the why I have the reading folders is it's fun for kids and parents to write down all the titles that you read and try to get as many titles written on your folder, because the more you read, the easier it is, the better it is. It's such a great idea. And I'm actually going to have a book that I'm going to share with Benny today too. And look at this one. I love these stories. I love Mrs. Wishy-Washy stories, but I like other stories too. Of course I do. Days with Frog and Toad. I have always loved the adventures of Frog and Toad. And I thought this was a great way a great book to give to Benny, because it says the tomorrow, and it talks about what they're going to do tomorrow. We're always wondering what's coming on tomorrow. And so here we have tomorrow. And it starts out, Toad woke up. Drat, he said, this house is a mess. I have so much work to do. Oh, that's not a good way to wake up, thinking about what a mess the house is it? Frog looked through the window. Toad, you are right, said Frog. It is a mess. Toad pulled the covers over his head. I will do it tomorrow, said Toad. Today I will take life easy. So today Benny will be able to read this book and find out whether Toad really does take it easy today and leave the work for tomorrow. Boys and girls, that's all that we have time for today, except we need to wash our hands. It's important. The reason why I end every day with you washing, or every minutes with you, I should say, washing our hands is because right now, everyone says if we want to stay well, the most important thing to do is to wash our hands. And you can't just go, I'm done. No, we have to focus on washing them for a little while, which is why I make up these little sayings. And this particular one is helping us learn to count backwards. Wishy-washy, wishy-washy, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. Wishy-washy, wishy-washy, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21. Wishy-washy, wishy-washy. Now I'm done. You see how I took some time? I'm using Mr. Wishy-Washy's towel. It's all about going out, upside down. It's all about summertime and having barbecues. It's time to grill, it says. So I grabbed his towel today. Boys and girls, you can make up a poem, but be sure, or a saying, but be sure and wash your hands really well. Goodbye.